Spencer, in the years that I've known you and the countless discussions and arguments that we've had about the emergence and sustenance of Asian golfing talent, a lot has been happening in Asia insofar as, the development of new talent is concerned. One talent that sort of appeared on the radar somewhat 2-3 years ago, Shiv Kapur. The guy looked like the total package. Whatever happened to him? He disappeared off the radar. He's now coming back. Do you reckon that the time is now right for him to make that big push ahead?
Absolutely. Look, in many ways, the forgotten man of, I don't want to say Asian golf, but maybe in India. And largely, I've always respected him because he could have taken the easy option and stayed in Asia. And where he was good enough, he won the Volvo Asian Championship at the season-ending tournament a couple of years ago. He qualified for the British Open. And I remember one of the things that stuck very much in my mind was where he made his major championship at the British Open, I think 2-3 years ago. And he missed the cut, if I remember rightly, by one shot. And I walked with him from the 18th hole back to the scorer's tent, and we had a chat with him afterwards. And unlike so many of the Asian players up to that point who would have said, wow, it's just been wonderful to be here, to be a part of it, to compete, and the experience has been great. This guy, he was gutted that he had got so close. He'd gone there to make the cut, hopefully to finish in the top 10, and it was that mentality, that really belief that struck me as being, this guy's got something special, something different. And he won his tour card for Europe, and he's had a couple of tough years in Europe, no question about that. I was thrilled, and I think a lot of his followers in this part of the world were, that towards the end of 2009, he really showed signs that he's getting back to his peak. I think in the last event on the Asian Tour in Cambodia, he finished top 4 or 5 there to make sure he's kept his card for 2010.
Did well in South Africa.
And then the last event, I think, of the year on the European Tour as part of their 2010 schedule, the South African Open. And look, this is one of the world's oldest, most prestigious events, won by Gary Player, Ernie, a lot of the great players. He got into a playoff with that, and sadly, from his point of view, a nation point of view, he got beaten in the playoff by Richie Ramsey, a Scottish boy. But nonetheless, I think the lift in confidence that will do for him going into 2010 will be tremendous. So on the back of that, yes, I'm hopeful that we're really going to see a resurgence from him, both in Europe and right here in Asia.
I like this guy. He's good for golf. He's a good-looking fellow. He's young, extremely well-educated, well-bred, obviously, and I've seen him talk. I've seen him conduct himself. And importantly, the guy smiles, which a lot of golfers don't do. Jeev Milkha Singh is a nice guy, and everybody acknowledges that fact, but Jeev doesn't smile. He's got that stern sort of, Parthan warrior look on him all of the time. I reckon that Shiv will be an excellent ambassador, not only for Indian golf, but Asian golf and golf in general.
Absolutely, and I think you've hit the nail on the head. Nowadays it's not just being a good golfer or a great golfer that's good enough. You have to look the part, you have to be articulate, and Shiv is all of the above. And that's why I think so many people in Asia have placed expectations on him, because he would be the most wonderful role model, particularly coming into the Olympics, of going up there. This is the kind of guy who we need to try and emulate, and not just play golf like, but behave like, and to look presentable the whole time, and to speak in a presentable way. And so no, I think there's a lot of people out there who, like us, will be certainly pulling for him in 2010 and beyond, and hoping that he's really going to shake things up.
Okay, folks, you heard it right here on Asian Golf TV. We're rooting for Shiv Kapur, the guy who's going to be on a big, big roll from 2010 onwards.
Asian Golf TV. All golf, all day.